Good morning. There are some sane politicians, which is maybe surprising, because the system and the political class is absolutely insane, built by insane people. But in that system, you will find some really decent people. Sometimes you hear people say, well, they are all equally bad. Which of course is not true. There's a scale, because they are people. At the bottom you will find people like Justin Trudeau or Jacinda Ardern or Hillary Clinton, right? The evil, the totally insane politicians. But at the top there are some really good ones. I'm thinking about, for instance, Pauline Hanson in Australia. I'm sure she's not perfect. Nobody is perfect, but she's, if I met her, I'm sure I would like her very, very much. I'm thinking about Rupert Lowe, for instance, in the UK, who just started a party. I don't remember the name of the party, but he left Reform. Now this guy, I'm sure, again, if I got to meet him, I would like him, see? Max Bernier in Canada. There are some really decent people there. Because they are in a system, they are in danger. The system is so insane. I think they are in danger. They need some very strong integrity to survive mentally, I think. A person like Pauline Hanson, I'm sure she will. She's so strong, right? So I think it's just lazy people who say, well, they are all equally evil or whatever. It can't be true, because we are dealing with people in a crazy system, but still, they are people. That's right. Now I was thinking there must be people close to them as well, right? Because it's like a scale, who are a bit sane, You don't hear much about them, do you? Well, maybe you do. At the bottom of the scale, you will find people like Joe Biden, right? But I think he's a bit better than Hillary, right? Because Hillary is absolutely evil. And Joe Biden, he's more like a retard, Coward, corrupt retard or something. See? Right. Now, it's the same with people, of course. Now, I'm guilty of this myself, because I've been saying that people who took the COVID injection, they are morons. It can't be true. It's a very lazy thing to say. Because, of course, there's a scale. There are those who just very happily took the injection, right? And they told others to take it and so on, right? They got angry with people who didn't take it, see? But then there are those who are different. Lots of people were forced to take it. They felt they were forced. It was still a big mistake to take it, of course. But I had this experience yesterday. I was talking to this lady at the gym, and we started to talk about the COVID injection. She started to talk about people being sick now, right? And I have been talking to this lady earlier, and I sort of like her, right? So she started to talk about people being sick, and then I said, well, I think it's the COVID injection. So many people are sick now, right? Their immune systems are messed up. And she looked surprised, but we started to talk about it. And I told her, yeah, I didn't take this thing. And then I asked her. And she said she took one. And she looked embarrassed about it, see. And then I asked her, why didn't you take more of them? And then she said, well, it was because of an earlier injection. She was working and she had this colleague and they were told to take the flu vaccine, see, which they did at the time. This was before COVID. And they both got very, very sick after this vaccine, the flu vaccine. And then she got suspicious about vaccines, right? So when the COVID injection came, she was again told to take it. And she wanted to keep her job, see. So she took it, right? But she didn't like it. And then we talked about this. She said, I think it's because of media. They are the guilty ones. They did this. People went totally sort of nuts when COVID came. And right, so many people became illogical. And she said, I'm sure it's media. So this proved to me that she was very much aware of things. And of course I agreed. So there it is again. So I actually want to apologize for this lazy statement saying that they are all morons. It was stupid to take it. It was a mistake to take the injection. But people are people, right? And many of them, of course, really, really crazy people who took it, covered their faces when they were bicycling or something, right? But there are some really good people there as well. And this lady is a decent, sane person, actually. And I felt sorry for her, really. Because she realized, or she's starting to realize, that this was a big mistake to take it. All right. Be good.